What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So I thought I would make a slightly different video today because it is about essentially a new Iron Man game, and yes, you may actually be thinking about the VR PS4 game, which of course isn't exclusive, but that is not the only one that is getting attention. Now, to quickly sum this up, okay, we all want an Iron Man game. That's first of all the first thing that you can easily throw out there and loads of people will agree with. Secondly, a first-person superhero game that features Marvel characters, essentially the Avengers, is also another thing that people would find really cool, but you wouldn't really, I guess really want it to be the only type of thing in that game, if that makes sense. It's something that would be great and it would be, a really good gameplay experience, but they're just two things. Like, you have one that you really want and a second which is essentially just a pro. And if you have not seen it, there have been loads of trailers for an Iron Man game and other Avengers game in the past, right? Now this one specifically is big. Now it really does go completely south after this, but it's called Marvel's Studios Avengers Damage Control Story Trailer. Now just a quick one, okay? Take a look at this picture, and I mean, you're seeing the trailer for this game already in the background, but take a look at this picture for a second and see the difference in views amongst the both. Now, the one below is of course the PS4 story trailer, and then you have the views for this one. So, top of my head, I think it's like 300,000 views for the Iron Man VR story trailer, and then this Marvel Studios Avengers Damage Control story trailer. You see the thumbnail, you kind of get the gist that this is a game. You see 5.6 million views, you're basically confirming this is an actual game. You click into it, and essentially you get disappointment. Now, to give you a better perspective, okay, it's a legit thing, and to be completely honest, it is good. Now, it's also like going to Marvel and asking them, is this a new game, right? Is this Damage Control a new Avengers game that has loads of Marvel characters, etc, etc? And they then respond to you by saying, yes, but actually no. So that is a real thing. This is exactly how this is, and some of you guys already know about this, but I know there's been a few of you wanting me to take a lot more in depth in this and actually talk about it. Now, being completely honest, I saw this but never understood what on earth was going on, alright? To answer your question, yes, this is actually a game. The downside is, it's another VR game, to be very specific. However, no, you cannot download it or play it unless you leave your house and get tickets to this Void thing, alright? Again, this is a real thing. I'm going to link these stuff in the description below, and it did launch on October the 18th, so you might be watching this video right now, or it might be the first time you're hearing about this or looking more into it, and you basically are in a position I was. You haven't gone to it yet because you don't have tickets. Now, it gets crazier, okay? Now, this is a great thing. I mean, again, you're seeing the trailer in the background and you're like, this is great, okay? But point a very important point actually. We have this new Avengers game going down, of course, and one that is actually a game that you can download, and it's going to be on your PlayStation 4, your Xbox One, and whatever else they're releasing it on. We've had Spider-Man PS4, yet these guys here, everyone's saying they want an Iron Man game, which they then do, okay? They actually take the feedback, go ahead and make it, and then make it a VR game. Now, I'm not going to knock the game because I have not played it, alright? Now, I don't even know if it's been a game you can actually try out already in terms of a demo, but myself personally, I've not tried this. I don't even think I've looked more into it, to being completely honest, because I would have probably known a whole lot more about it. So, me, from an outside perspective, no, I haven't actually tried the game out, so I don't want to just dive in and completely knock the game, because I still think that VR is a good thing, alright? VR is definitely one hell of an experience. When I had the Oculus Rift, which I don't basically touch now, but when I first got it and I did actually go into different games that essentially are action games, it did bring a complete different experience and it was good. But another thing is, okay, they then make this Damage Control game, which actually looks a whole lot better than this PS4 exclusive Iron Man game, but also make it VR, and also make it look better, and then say, well, you technically can't play it, it is a new game, but technically, no, it isn't. Now this is a rant, people, and I just want to get what's going on. I mean, clearly people had hopes that this was going to be something else by the amount of views it has, and then you see the thumbnail, like I said, you click into it, you watch it, and you get slightly disappointed, but at the same time you think, wow, this actually looks great, and then they throw some more disappointment on you that you can't actually play it because you have to go and get tickets. Now, I'm not trying to be picky, but I just want to know if someone is going to decide to take the great idea to make a new Iron Man game and go through the struggles of getting all the licenses and everything, but knowing full well that it will pay off, or are we still beating a dead horse in terms of making VR games? Again, like I said, VR is really cool. It does bring a complete different experience, but sadly it just isn't doing good. It does have cons in terms of graphics wise, and overall right now it is like beating a dead horse. Making a good game, it's just a waste of time. Now, it's just a thought. I want you guys to leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, but I also want someone to just go ahead and try and push for something. Even if you're a game developer watching this, like you are a one-man army, if someone can actually go ahead and make some kind of Iron Man game, or something similar to an Iron Man game with great graphics and everything, great gameplay experience, then please, by all means, someone go and do this, because that would be big. My only faith right now, I mean, I can't really be picky because, like I said, we've had Spider-Man PS4, now we got this new Avengers game, but after my, experience with the demo, I do definitely need to see more of the game, and you never really know how a game is going to turn out until you see more about it, and of course, especially until the beta releases for the game, and then they actually release the game. But I just think if there's a studio out there like Insomniac Games, if they were, and I've said this multiple times before, to go ahead and make an Iron Man game, or even a first-person superhero game. I mean, the great thing about this was it had Spider-Man, everything. It was just ticking all boxes. It would definitely do well. Again, it's a topic that I definitely wanted to talk about and share it with you guys and get your thoughts on it, because surprisingly, as much as you would think, the Iron Man VR game is hated, it actually isn't. I mean, some people are really looking forward to this, and I guess if you're just one who looks into technology and VR as a whole, then yeah, sure, you're definitely going to enjoy this. But right now, I mean, it's a great game, the VR Iron Man game, but I just think essentially it's like a good game kind of gone to waste in a way, because if that was a console game, I think it would have done great. A first-person Iron Man game, because the graphics look decent, to be fair. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. I think that would definitely smash it and do a great job. But you guys get in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts on that. Now, to also add to the final section of this video, if you missed the previous video, I was talking about, of course, well, if you didn't know, I got hands-on experience with the new Avengers game. So if you haven't seen my review, go ahead and check out the review. But if you didn't check out the video that was yesterday or the day after, it depends when this video is going to go. Technically, as I'm making it, the video was released yesterday, but if you haven't seen the video that's previous to this one, then go ahead and check it out, because it kind of links on to, this topic that we were discussing in this video about the fear of the game not doing as well as we might hope the game to do. Because if there's a game like we already know is really anticipated, like a new Batman game, there's a few things currently with this game that could put it down as a downside. So if you missed that video, please do go ahead and check that out. But guys, that's going to wrap up this one. So have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day. Subscribe for more awesome content if you haven't already. And check out the final little trailer for this game with audio, because I think if you do want to get tickets and actually try it out at one of these Void things, it's definitely worth it, because it does look great. But if you just go to the video, you'll definitely see a load of spoilers anyway and what happens. But still, it's worth a try. Go ahead and check it out. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and adios amigos.
Are you guys the new recruits?
You fail to see the big picture. But no turn